Hello, I'm Crispin, and welcome to Poker Room Review, your guide for live poker rooms all across the world. In each episode, we review a live poker venue, discussing the important things you need to know when planning your next poker destination. For each venue, we review a range of characteristics, including location and access, game options, service and experience, and Rake and Rewards. We also discuss the rules, quirks, and issues relating to each location. Today, we are in the United Kingdom at the Empire Casino in London. It's situated in the heart of Leicester Square, a touristed area of the city, famous around the world. It's a fantastic destination, with London the postcard example of a global international city. It has many large airports and is a major gateway to Europe. London attracting around 30 million visitors globally each and every year. So without further ado, let's get into it. Category 1, location and access. As mentioned, Empire Casino is situated in Leicester Square, which is about 1 minute's walk from the subway underground. The subway is accessible from every international airport and is about 1 hour on the train away from Heathrow. The poker room at Empire has public-facing signage and its own exit, meaning that anyone walking by will be able to see that poker is available. It has a dedicated poker room that is relatively easy to find once inside the building. You do need a membership to play, but that is free and takes only a few minutes. Just remember to bring your passport. The casino says that money change facilities is also available and boasts apparently the best rates in London, but that is a self-boast, not something that I can confirm. Once registered, you can check in your bag at the free cloakroom and minutes later, sitting at the tables. Once in the room, you register to play via a touchscreen at the front desk. The waitlist can be rather long, but it seems to move through at a rapid clip. The longest I waited was around 30 minutes and usually a great deal shorter. A poker room in the heart of the tourist district in this iconic city is a truly stunning location, easily accessible from anywhere in London, even if traveling around can be a bit pricey. For location and access, 4.5 stars. Category 2, game options. This is another area in which Empire is a cut above. Tournaments are run each and every day, albeit with modest runners of around 50 entrants. Cash games on offer include 1-2, 1-3, and 2-5 Hold'em. Remembering these are in British pounds, so tend to play a bit bigger. Dealer's Choice Omaha is also offered, and I happily got myself torched playing 6-card PLO. Even in the Hold'em games, if all players agree, you can play one hand of Bomb Pot PLO with a bet or fold rule on the flop. The buy-in caps are also decent, and when players are deep, others can buy in for half their stack. With cash games of Hold'em and PLO and tournaments every day, plus optional variants determined by player consensus, game options are truly excellent. It being difficult to imagine what else you might squeeze in, especially since it's run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Perhaps a few more tables in a slightly larger room, but otherwise it's exceptional. For game options, 4 stars. 3, service and experience. In this category, Empire also puts up a solid performance. The money change facilities have been mentioned, and there's even an ATM in the poker room itself. The chairs are really comfortable, and there are card shufflers embedded in each table. The games run 8-handed, giving players plenty of space with good card and chip quality. That said, the poker tables themselves are a bit flimsy, and at the time of recording, some of them probably need replacing. Players can order food at the table, and non-alcoholic drinks are free. Players can either ask for waitstaff service or get a coffee or drink from the next room themselves. Wi-Fi is available, and US chargers are connected to the table. TVs broadcast live sport around the room, which is great, but can get a bit distracting for the football-obsessed English dealers. Beyond that, the staff are friendly, fun, and efficient, and assertive in directing play. Massage services are also available. As mentioned, the room is a bit on the small side and has kind of a shoebox feel. It can also get rather warm due to the number of bodies in close proximity, and walking around to get a drink or go to the bathroom can feel like a bit of a maze. One great feature is that cash placed on the table is in play immediately. Chip runners can come and collect that cash. Meanwhile, dealers will give you a special chip indicating you have extra money behind. It's a nice little hack for speeding up play without disadvantaging anyone else at the table. Overall, I have never had a bad time playing in Empire, and it's hard to see how they could further improve the service without increasing the size of the space. 3.5 stars. 4. Rake and Rewards. Here things get pretty novel. Rake for cash games is 5%, which is fine, but with a high cap at low stakes of 5 big blinds. Moreover, dealers will rake even small pots, refunding players 50p chips to collect a percentage. Given dealers also accept tips, Rake is kind of mixed, but not as bad as some locations. There is one cool exception to this, however. Whenever you win a hand with 5-6 suited, you're given a badge that, thereon, makes all the pots you win completely rake free. There's only one badge permitted at each table, and should another player subsequently win a hand with 5-6 suited, they'll take the badge off you. It's a great little feature and something that also feels good for the game in stimulating action. Beyond this, rewards are kind of modest. There's no bad beat jackpot, and there is a flopped royal flush jackpot that pays only £500. There is a cash game race, however, which rewards long-term and frequent play, but I could not fully decipher how all this works at the time of recording. Given the high cap and 50p chips which exist only to take your money, the rake at Empire is average. But taking into consideration the casino's location, where presently the going rate for just a basic apartment is around £5 million, well, it doesn't feel like the casino is penny pinching in this area too much. Add to this the cool rake-free novelty of winning with 5-6 suited, and I'm prepared to treat this generously. 3 stars. Rules and quirks. Empire is a blend of the standard and unusual. Here, under the gun straddles are permitted, one chip is a call, and players can run it multiple times, although in my experience, few did so. Running it once seems to be the norm. New players to the table are not required to post, which is great, and players who bet out of turn are not able to raise a bet if the action changes before them, but are only permitted to call or fold, which I think is a pretty good rule. One rule you may not like so much is that you have to hand over your membership card whenever you cash in or out. This strikes me as a bit too invasive, and I'm wondering whether there is some kind of anti-money laundering law in the UK, or is this just a rule at the casino? Perhaps someone watching can let me know down in the comments. Overall though, Empire is an incredibly strong performer in basically every category. A great place to spend time in London, a city which obviously has countless other attractions available. My only criticisms really is that it can get a bit hot and squishy, and the decor gives off a vibe of government office type feel. These are very minor though, and whether you're looking to travel for poker or you find yourself in London already with a day free or an evening off, definitely check out Empire's Poker Room as a must-see poker destination. From Poker Room Review, a solid 4 stars. We review new poker rooms regularly, so if you found value in this content, please like and subscribe. It's the only way that YouTube knows this is the case. Also, please, if you've access to any Facebook groups or poker forums, consider sharing this video because getting more views is the only way we can create more content. In the meantime, have you been to Empire Casino in London? If so, what did you think? Is there anything that we've missed or recommendations you'd like to include? I'm sure everyone would appreciate it. If you would like to check out more videos and reviews, you can do so right now. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.